love you. You look beautiful. Okay.
So you ready to start the interview?
Yep. You got some questions for me?
Yes.
I haven't seen me in a while since I
I
had
know.
surgery.
It's been so long.
I know. Do I look different?
Very different. Beautiful.
Cool.
Okay. So, question number 1. How has your life changed for the better and how it changed for the worst?
Let's see. My life has changed for the better because I feel physically healthier. Like I can breathe better, and I just feel in general health-wise better. My blood pressure's gone down, and I'm just not so like out of breath and lethargic all the time. But for the worse, I think my back, but it's always been bad. I can't really say for sure if it's gotten worse per se, but the thing is that I'm doing more. I have to exercise every day, and I have to push myself, whereas before I just kind of used to not do anything. I just avoided any activity that was going to hurt my back, which is basically how I put on 100 pounds. So.
Okay, so question 2. Do you have any regrets about having the surgery at all?
Well, if I had to do it over again, I definitely would make the same choice. I definitely would still have gastric bypass. No, I can't say I really have any regrets or anything that I would have done different. Maybe towards the end, I would have been a little bit more strict about not eating junk food, but I felt like it was going to be the last time I was ever going to get to eat it, so I kind of cheated a lot on my diet at the end.
So it's like it's the last time, so you're just going to do it?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, question number 3. It's basically, you answered it already, but if you had the chance, would you redo it, and why?
I definitely would redo it, because even if my back stays the same, which I know it's worse, it feels worse to me right now, but it's worse because I'm working towards something. And there's that old phrase, no pain, no gain, and I think that's really what I'm going through right now, is that in order to have some kind of healing and some kind of better life, healthier life, that I'm going to have to suffer some pain. For me, I suffer pain every day, so it means I'm going to have to endure some really excruciating pain, and I have to just really, really want it. I have to want the better life, I have to want to be healthier, and I just have to make myself do it. And
it's harder being the mother, right? Because it's
Yes.
basically the woman of the house, since the man is like not manly.
Exactly. I have so much stuff on my plate that for years I haven't been able to do. And that gets into the emotional aspect of the surgery, because being heavy is bad enough. Like, we have so many emotional issues, being overweight and feeling inadequate and feeling just, you know, you can't do things like normal people, carrying around that extra weight. And on top of it, me having the back disability, my feelings of being inadequate are just ridiculous. Like, I can't keep a house like a normal person. I'm not the mother I used to be before I got hit by a car. I used to do everything with the kids, running with them in the stroller, take them to the park, and now just to go do one little tiny thing, like go to the playground for a couple hours, leaves me
Breathless.
Yeah, like, and I'll suffer for days with my back being worse, just from something silly like that, you know, and I just really want to be able to be involved in life again.
Mom, can you open this?
Number 4. The first part of the question is, what is your goal?
I want to do my toe.
What?
What is your goal? The first part of the question is, what is your goal?
My goal weight is to get below 150 pounds. I can't open it. Go ask Daddy. I'd like to hit 145, 140 if possible. When I used to be thin and not like super into fitness, that was where I was comfortable at. When I was really working out a lot and running, I was in the 130s. So, but I'd be happy being under 150. So that's what my goal is at.
Well, the second part is, what other goals do you have that are non-scaled, that are off the scale?
Okay.
Besides it.
Let's see. Goals besides that. I have a lot of goals that are not scale goals.
One of your biggest ones that you really need to complete because you think it will be like successful in your life.
I want to be able to do stuff with the kids. I want to be able to handle going to the park and having a picnic and not having it.
I love that though. You smell yummy.
We're making a video.
Very nice. Hi.
And I want to be able to just do normal housekeeping types of things. I don't know that that'll ever be possible because of my back, but being active, I think, will be possible. To some degree.
Question number 5. You said it before in your week 14 video, but do people treat you differently?
Oh, yeah. I bet a lot of people can relate to this. Being really heavy, obese, the way I was, I felt like I was invisible. People didn't even see me. But in some ways, I liked it that way. This is really sad to admit, but it was like protection.
I understand them.
I don't like to be, like, when people come up to me and talk and, like, I don't know. I'm, like, really shy and really introverted and very, like, it's hard for me to let people get involved in my life. So for a long time, the heaviness made me feel safe because no one even looked my way. Nobody would talk to me. Nobody would look at me. And it was like I was in my own little world. And the last couple years, it actually literally, like, I'd never went anywhere. I was just really mostly here in my house, mostly in this room. Because, you know, being that heavy and not being able to move with my back, I was isolated. So, yeah. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, that answered it perfectly.
Okay. Yeah, and now, basically, I'm not invisible. People look at me, notice me, talk to me, smile at me.
In a good way, in a bad way.
Yeah, and it's just weird. It's, like, weird.
It's because you're so used to the fact that everybody was, like, didn't even notice
like,
you, and now that they notice you, it's like, oh, you want to talk to me? But you're
Yeah.
so used to being you, like,
I'm like,
what's
sometimes I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why are people looking at me? Like, and people, like, saying hi and stuff. It's weird. I'm like, is something on my face?
Did you used
like,
to be insecure about yourself?
I don't know. When I was really even Miss Perfect Skinny model picture over there that I have, I was always insecure. So I've never really been totally secure and comfortable with myself.
Question number 6. What is your diet? Like, one thing that you hate to eat and one thing that you actually like to eat, which you mentioned the drink.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good.
My favorite thing right now that I eat is apples and cheese. I cut up an apple. I have to take the skin off. I take the skin off, cut it up, and I cut up slices of cheese, and I eat apple and cheese. And that's like a mini meal. But with my last nutritionist visit, she suggested that I add like something else to that. So
like meat? Like a little
yeah,
bit
like
of
a meat or something with protein. So from now on, I'm going to have the apple and cheese and
Like
a
hot dogs or
cottage
something?
cheese. Or a piece of meat.